We haven't slept in 18 months. I feel sick to the stomach.
To understand Colin and Nicole Butland's concerns, you only need to turn on their tap. Unlike most Perth residents, their water doesn't flow from the scheme. It's pumped from a bore on their property, and there's fears that water is contaminated with toxins.
We need fresh water. We need scheme water.
The Butland's property sits near RAF Base Pearce. While planes soar overhead, it's what lies beneath that's the problem. Firefighters on the base used extinguishing foam that contained a contaminant, perfluorooctanoate sulfonate or PFAS, and there's concerns after years of use, it's leached into the water system.
The more research that I've done into what this chemical is capable of, and words like cancer and thyroid problems are pretty the norm, and then you speak to the Australian Defence Force about it, and then they say that there's no evidence.
The bore water's been tested, and the Air Force said that it is in our water. The levels they didn't tell us.
The Defence Force has commissioned water testing to see the extent of contamination at Pearce and more than 20 other bases around Australia. Pending test results, for the past 18 months, the Butlands and other residents have been receiving bottled drinking water. They use it for cooking and washing the baby's bottle, but they have little choice but to water their gardens and bathe their children with the potentially contaminated bore water.
I put it to the Defence Force and the government and anyone dealing with this scenario, if my children ever come to me asking why they got cancer, I will personally 100% make them accountable for their actions.
Today Tonight first raised concerns about contamination at Pearce Air Base 2 years ago. We undertook our own testing and found elevated levels of PFAS in a creek at the southern end of the main runway at Pearce. Our test of a bore on a nearby private property didn't show contamination.
If it's not there, it's not toxic. Why are we drinking this water? Why is it we're camping out in our own house? Why are we so sick to the stomach that this could cause our children cancer?
Colin says the only solution is for scheme water to be connected to the residents, and that's a cost that should be borne by the Defence Department or government.
We need scheme water. We need to get scheme water here as quick as we can.